best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart.
So the UK government will have us believe at the moment this is in fact not a mountain bike and is a motorcycle. I'll let you guys make your mind up after watching this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. And do you think one of these is the biggest problem in society that the UK police force need to be using up their resources to tackle this as the main issue? So this is a size large 29er DIY e-bike conversion I've done myself. Now, what I wanted to achieve with this was I wanted a super clean bike, 5,000 watts or more. I cannot stand when people are trying to put motorbike saddles on mountain bikes. I think it looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm quite happy for a mountain bike to look like an actual mountain bike, and I think this does. Right, and in the heart of this beast is the CYC A65 battery. I've always wanted to do a hub drive build using this battery. In my opinion, this is the best battery you can get on the market. In terms of size, this thing is insane. Like, it's got a really decent looking battery. Most stuff you see 5,000 watt plus builds just look like chavvy death traps. They've got massive zip, ugly, baggy zip battery bags, Velcro straps everywhere.
And how can they help the kids with ADHD?
By telling them that whatever you do, it's still right because you tried your best.
Like I said before, I'm not a fan of these stupid motocross bike seats on a mountain bike frame. I just think it looks pathetic. I love motocross bikes, I love mountain bikes, but stop trying to make a flipping mountain bike look like a motocross bike. It looks ridiculous. So anyway, this thing is packed with Samsung 50S cells and it is a nominal 65 volts. So I think it's about 74 volts fully charged. Now, voltage will give you speed, and amps will give you, not amp hours, but amps will give you acceleration. And I'm all about acceleration. Once you get to like 52 volt batteries and above, the bike's gonna be quick enough, you know. This thing will do peaks of 130 amps from the BMS inside this battery. So if you've got a matching controller that's somewhere around that, you could push this thing to probably 7,000–8,000 watts. But for this build, to keep things tidy, to keep it simple, I've gone with an 80 amp sine-wave controller. We're going to be pushing peaks of 6,000 watts, which I think is more than enough. And it's going to give you the reliability of having a bit of headroom. The battery's not going to be super stressed. I would like to do a build with a Sadverton pushing 120, 130 or so peak amps, but for the sake of something clean and reliable, that is what the agenda was on this build, and we're going to ride it for the very first time today. Maybe do some hill tests or get a good feel for what it's like accelerating mid-range, maybe top speed, just see what it's like. So without any further ado, let's go. Right, we are going to give this thing its first try. Down this hill quite back street. I would say we need a little bit more space for this thing because it is too fast. Yeah, smooth, pretty quick, but it's more usable than the CYC X1, especially if you've got it in the low gears. That thing just wants to throw you off the back. This is quick, but it's much more usable. First impressions of the, you know, initial throttle grab is smooth. It's quick enough. It's quick enough to pull you out of a turning quickly, and you're not going to find it too slow, but it's much more usable. That's why I wanted to do a hub drive 6,000 watt build using this battery. Let's get somewhere with a little bit more space and maybe see what kind of speeds this thing does. Come on then, what are you waiting for? Whoa! We'll get a bit of an idea how this thing goes, my hat don't fall off. Let's go. 30. 40. Whoa, off the throttle already. Very windy, light front end. My hat's gonna fly off. Ah! My hat! Fuck's sake. I got up to 50 and lost my hat. Lou's gonna get my hat. Speed test aborted at 50, I lost me flipping hat. Do you mind grabbing it? Be careful. Watch the cars. Right, this is too fast, it blows you out. I reckon you hold on to that. I'll see if I can get a little bit over 50 in the last little bit of hill we got, whilst it's still a 60-mile-an-hour speed limit. Let's go. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, whoa, 53, coming off the power. Look at this. Uphill, 42 miles an hour. Right guys, we're going to do something a little bit different for the hill test today. Instead of going to the local bike track, which is currently waterlogged, we're going to do the shortest, steepest hill in my local town. Going to go to the bottom, send it throttle only and see what happens. Let's go. This is a seriously steep hill. You can see by even the driveways are dropping down like 2 foot every car. Ready? Hill test, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, off to a flying start there. Straight up to 15 miles an hour. Let's go. Yeah, this thing's got absolutely bags of power. Doesn't matter how much you weigh. Doesn't matter how big the hills are in your local town. This bike could be spot on for you, which is also good because this bike is on raffle giveaway at the moment. One of you watching this video will win this bike. There's no minimum entries and tickets are only £2 and the odds are really good. If you want a chance to win this beast, head on over to raffle.com/dudestuff and get your entries in now. Don't miss out. On to the next thing. It's going to go and do some kind of off-road trails, but the weather's getting pretty horrendous. It's just raining non-stop, but we'll give it a quick send on some off-road gravelness. See how it goes in this scenic part of Benfleet Heights. Yeah, oh, flying along at 35 almost there. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. This bike can definitely do it all. It's going to get you urban up hills, going to be long range, decent top speed. Hill section now. We're actually entering the bike park, funnily enough. Whoa! Just about to reach the floor on this. I'm 5'6", this is a size large 29er for those interested. It absolutely flies along. As much as this has got motorbike performance, to me this is and always will be a mountain bike. DIY e-bikes to me are always going to be bikes. To me, you know, no matter what e-bike it is put on it, it's never going to be termed a motorbike. And if you want to term it a fast bicycle, fast e-bike, fast mountain bike, that's fair enough. But to me, a motorbike is something that's designed, you know, as a motorbike with a big steel motorbike frame, with big 17-inch, 19-inch, 21-inch, you know, wheels. Everything about it is a motorbike. You can't change a bicycle into not a bicycle. You can make it a fast bicycle, but I just don't get this whole mentality of, you've even got like members of public now going, oh, that's a motorbike, which is just ridiculous. It's just a fast e-bike, a fast mountain bike. Then you have got the crowd that are just like, why don't you get a real motorbike? Because it does 40 or 50. I do have a real motorbike, but I still find electric bikes fun. To me, bikes have always just been about freedom, getting out, being in the elements, and the exhilaration of just having fun on two wheels. I don't know why people are just such killjoys nowadays. Nobody wants to have fun, and everyone wants to stop you having fun or tax it. Steepest uphill mud section now. For those of you that didn't see the build on this, go check out the video up on the screen now. For those that haven't watched it, just a quick recap. Obviously, you've got the CYC battery, a MXUS Turbo rear hub motor, which is smaller and lighter than your average 5 kilowatt motor. You've got full twist throttle, full colour display, got a Hope 200mm rotor on the front. This is a lovely bike, and look, when you want to, this thing will go quick and it's smooth. Being a hub drive, it's just smooth power delivery the whole way across. Absolutely flies. She's quick. Whoa, front wheels hovering the whole way. Big uphill section. I forgot how much fun it is going off to a proper trail on one of these things. You're not obviously going to be able to clear tabletops on a hub drive and land hard on the back wheel. But for just getting over small bumps, bumpy roads, they're absolutely fine. This is rocking the MTX rim, the double wall rim that comes on most hub setups. Yeah, it's a decent bit of kit. Head on over to the link in the video description. Pick up this bike from as little as £2. The odds are generally really good. They're not in the thousands and tens of thousands of entries. Upon making this video, there was only about 400 entries in, so... Oh, blinking train almost scared the life out of me. Oh, this flipping weather is awful. And as usual, we have been rained off by this horrendous British spring weather. Absolutely disgusting. If anyone wants to give me a timeshare somewhere tropical, South America, Asia, hit me up. Oh, in the comments. Get away from these UK potholed roads. Crazy UK politicians and e-bike laws. Get me out of here. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take it easy.